So I want to make this video because I feel like I can help someone out there um who might be struggling with the same things that I struggled back when a couple of years back. So the case was that in 2021 I was not the person that I am today. I remember being a little bit more chaotic, and I really struggled with getting things done. I wanted to go to school. I wanted to get in shape. I wanted to have a different mentality, but I, I didn't know how to start it until I had a breakthrough. And one of those things is the first thing is that I read the book Atomic Habits, and that really changed my perspective on how I used to approach things because I'm sorry, I just had dinner, so in my mind I was like, I had to do this. So I wanted to go to school. I also wanted to travel. I wanted to get my citizenship because I was not a citizen of the US back then. I wanted to make a lot of things. And in my head I wanted it to happen like this. And I was putting my energy into all of those things, but a little bit of energy into this, a little bit of energy into that, and nothing would come to fruition because I was spending my energy on the wrong way. So in 2022, I actually got the to make my first progress. Uh, so here's the thing. The first thing that I noticed about myself is that I wanted it to happen like this. And the reality is that you have to even get it, that the reality of things is that things take time. It takes time to be in shape. It takes dedication. It takes time to make a habit happen. It takes time to make money in some cases. Money's a little bit different. But yeah, that's the first thing. Like if you're struggling with like your goals and where you want to be in life, just know that it takes time. And then really just write it down. It takes time because even it's just so simple. Like it can change your life for the better. So what I did is that I sorted out the things that I wanted to achieve in 2020 back in 2022. So I know that I wanted to go to school, and I know I wanted to travel to France and Italy. I knew I wanted to be in shape. I knew I wanted to make friends because back then, believe it or not, my relationships were destroyed basically because I had my habits regarding friends were not the best of habits. So I wanted all that to happen. So the first thing I did is because you know that things take time, I set a list of what I wanted to do first. So I know that the simplest thing that I can do to change my um, to be in shape is change my diet and go to the gym. I am a person that is really lazy when it comes to the gym, so so what I did is, you know what, I don't I was really struggling with my energy as well because like I wanted to hit the gym hard and see the results, and when I looked myself in the mirror, I was like, it's just not working. I want it to happen now. I was really impatient, so what I did is I made a plan to commit myself to the gym only for 30 minutes, light workouts, for for a month. And then from there I would increase the time that I would spend in at the gym. And also, if I really didn't feel like, if I completely didn't feel like going to the gym, I would just walk. I would go to the gym, but instead of just doing all the workouts, all this, everything, I would just walk, because walking is the least, for me, is the path of least resistance when it comes to the gym. So whenever I don't feel like doing something, like work hard at the gym, or I just walk, and it really worked. So with that, I want to say this: the first thing that you have to do to keep it, no, the first thing before you go to the gym, the first thing that you have to keep in mind is that you're gonna look fat from this point, maybe to here. And you'll start seeing but you need to stay consistent, and you'll start seeing the results once you keep doing the work. Just keep, I would tell myself, I would look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, I'm not where I want to be now. And then the day after, I would do the same. I'm not where I want to be now, but I know that I'm just putting in the work. I'm just putting, and that's the mentality that I had the whole time. I'm like, I'm just putting in the work. I'm, and the same thing goes with like my diet. I changed my diet. Um, Notice how I didn't say like um never mind. I lost it. But I changed my diet, and every time I would just be like, I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the work. When I wouldn't feel like going to the gym, and I would just go for a walk, I would say in my mind, I'm putting in the work. And it worked, because I put in the work, and it became a habit. And that's the thing. And I feel like if I want you to take away something, if I want you to take something away from this video, is don't make goals, but make the ultimate goal to make habits. Because I feel like habits are what really shapes your life the most. Like goals are, I see them as they're good for like tasks, like you have to complete when you have a list of things to do. Like I had my goals at the beginning of 2021. I was like, the first thing I want to get in shape, but getting in shape is one thing, but staying in shape is another thing. So my my plan was to stay in shape. So for that, I have to make habits. I have to change my lifestyle. Now, when it comes to what do you call it? Yeah, when it comes, so I also had like my goals. Like I'm not saying like goals are bad, but just know what is a goal and what is a habit that you need to have. So for me, I was like, okay, first thing, get that citizenship. As soon as I could apply, I went. Like I've one like the day after I could apply, I went to the website, I applied, I submitted the application, and I got the process very soon, and I got the citizenship. Why was that the first thing? Because the second thing that I wanted to do is go to France. Um, so I booked the flights really early. I booked everything early, because the earlier you do it, the better. Um, yeah, so that was one thing. That's a goal. You put in the work, and you see the end result, and then that happens, and you don't have to worry about it again. I don't have to worry about not being a citizen anymore, because I am a citizen. And I don't have to worry about going to France anymore because I already went. Another thing is like when I wanted to apply for school. I so that's what I did. Oh, I wanted to sell my car too. So in order for me to go back to school, I needed to sell my car. So that's what I did. Because I was paying it, and it was taking a toll on me financially and emotionally because I couldn't pay it anymore. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be poor. I'm gonna be selectively poor, consciously poor in high school, in college. But I know that in the future, if I put in the work, I'm gonna get the results that I want. And so right now I'm still working on my college degree, but I'm putting in the work. Every time I feel like not doing anything, I'm like, bitch, put in the work. You know. Um, yeah. And in regards to my relation, now here's the thing. I wanted to become a better person. I wanted to have better relationships with people. So that's a habit. So for that, I had to work mentally in my habits of perceiving how I perceive people, how people perceive me. I have to work in my ego because that's something that sometimes really destroy relationships. Also like working in the relationship with my mother and my parents, because for the most part during my teens and my early 20s, I feel like I was really egocentric and I really didn't think about them as human beings. And the same goes for my relationships with a lot of people actually. I was just thinking about me, about like what hurt me, but I never thought about like how I hurt people with my actions. Um, in 2022, I was like, bitch, we gotta get that right. So that's what we did. Oh, also, I got a new job, and I was really scared, but I was like, if you never do it, like, you're not gonna get anywhere. Just put in the work at the beginning, and it's gonna yield the results. So I did that. So the point that I want to make is, um, if you guys want, I can make like a series of videos explaining and helping you out in case you need any help. Because I would really like to help anybody that's um going through the same issue right now. So yeah. Also for this year, one thing I want to make a habit is to take care of myself. So I feel like I look different from before. I'm still making a habit of it. I'm putting in the work. Um, Going to sleep early. Um, Getting a haircut every now and then. I'm ironing my clothes. Um, all of it, and I'm making a habit of it. I'm putting in the work. So just put in the work. So one thing, put in the work. Don't expect things to work instantly, because let's say someone asks you to make a painting that is going to look like the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci. I'm not an artist, so I don't know who really painted that. Um, and then imagine they expecting you to make it exactly as it is, as exactly as the painting. But then you having no experience in painting, or like exercising your creative side, it's not gonna come out right. So how do you expect to see some results quickly, if you're not putting in the work, if you don't have the experience to make that happen. You need to first have the experience, the knowledge, the certain amount of hours. Um, and it goes for a lot of things. But I feel like as you grow up, you kind of like start thinking clearly about your goals and about how you can achieve them. So maybe that's what happened to me because I'm 25 now. Yeah. So that's all. And I hope that it made myself clear. And if not, then I really have to work on it because that's also one of my goals this year. All right. Goodbye.